These are my styles because I'm stylish. These are my rails. People will be railing about.
Nice.
If I build this and it falls apart, would this be derailed? That's right. And now I'm really going to rope you in with my cuts. Marking my mortise. Steve, what do you need a test block for? Later, I need to test that my mortiser is cutting the hole in the right spot relative to where the outside edges are. And so I'll use a test piece first to test it out, because if I'm wrong, I'd rather be wrong on a test piece than the actual piece. That's smart.
Yeah.
Right? And you get smart by not being smart. Other thing I do is I mark my hole, or make my mark on the outside edges of my mark. If I want to go to 2 3/4, which I do, I'll mark on the outside edge of my 2 3/4 so that my hole is slightly oversized. Not much, but just enough so that my tenon slides in without fuss. Around, every now and then I get a little bit. You know what they say, you can't sing good, sing loud. Got a little, what is that called there? You probably can't see it very well on the camera, but that's something called snipe that happens on the end of the board as you pass it through the planers. I've got a video on that somewhere of why snipe happens. I'm going to choose that end to be my waste end. I intentionally account for that and add more to my blank piece than necessary. Well, enough to account for the defect that comes out of the machine. Here's my 2 3/4 again. And then, what's my number? 33.5. Half inch, and then 1 3/4. I don't know if you can see this or not, but one of the things that I do is I continually rub my finger against it to check to see if I'm still in alignment. You know, it's better in most cases than a visual, because your finger is many times more accurate than your sight sometimes, especially when you start to wear glasses. Instead of measuring my next one, make a mark. So I'll have to measure the next one. And it comes out exactly the same. I'll show you another trick. You want to know another trick? Well, whenever you're cutting blanks, what you want to do is you want to square up one end, right, to be your reference point. From that point, that's where you'll pull your measurement. See, here, look. See, those are just rough cuts. See how they're not square with each other? So I'll cut them with saw here. At the same time, square them up. See how now they're even? Right. And I'll pull from there. What's my number? 40 and a half. Okay. So I'll pull my 40 and a half is I'll put a little arrow right there, and my arrow terminates at the point where I want the blade to cross, right? So my blade's going to be on this side. It's going to leave me everything to this side of the arrow here. All right. Now, here's the other thing. I don't know if you can get this on camera or not, but whenever I am cutting a piece, can you see that, Mark? Mm-hmm. See, I'll get close to it, right? Okay. I'll turn the saw on and I'll gently touch the wood so that the saw blade is marking the wood and I can see where the cut is relative to the mark. And then see my left hand here, okay? I will slide it back and forth to gently ease my piece into the blade, and when it makes that exact point of contact with the mark that I want, then I'll drop the blade all the way through. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So. There you go. And that's one of those little, sometimes imperceptible moves that you see. Like, you can't see the movement I'm doing with my left hand here, you know? You can't see that I'm moving it in and out relative to the blade. Right, I'm exaggerating here, but see, it's weird because look, I'm clamping it with these three fingers, okay? But I'm moving it back and forth. I don't know. It reminds me of how you use chopsticks, you know?
Yeah.
So, kinda. I mean, this is not chopsticks, but you get what I'm saying. Boom. Then, the rope is tying me up. Now, who did all this? How am I going to get in there and work, Chris?
I guess we got to clean it.
I guess we got to clean it. All right. Take 5.